Bench Burner Sports. Appreciate everybody tuning in as always. Just me and Knuckles at the moment. Matt should be on soon. We are excited to talk about some fights. Underwhelming as the card may be, it should still be a pretty good card. They are in Philadelphia this weekend. Fans should be rowdy if nothing else. As much as I don't like Philly fans, they should be rowdy. Um, should be an entertaining week of fights, and at least we have fights. So can't complain too much. Excited to talk about them. Glad everybody's here. It's been a while since we've been able to do an episode. So appreciate everybody tuning in. As always, Knuckles, how we feeling today?
Yeah, man. I'm just glad to be back. I haven't gotten to talk fights in a while. We did a one rounder there last week or whatever. But it's nice to be able to sit and talk with the buds, talk about fights. And like you said, kind of an underwhelming card. But the top fight, like at least the very top fight, is very interesting. And honestly, the co-main, it may not be it may not be the fighter that we want involved in it, obviously with Zhang Wei involved, but the matchup is actually pretty interesting. So, I'm excited to talk about them as always, because I love talking about fights. I've been doing a lot of homework or trying to on this card. And before one of the chat members inserts did a lot of tape study on this. Sorry, there's an inside joke for anybody that doesn't know. But anyway, yeah, man, I'm ready. It kind of sucks though, 250th anniversary of the United States this year. Going to Philadelphia, one of the most crucial cities in American independence, and they got one Pennsylvania dude on there. I think Mansour Abdul Malik's from Pittsburgh. Outside of that, and then Erin Blanchfield, I guess, has ties to the city, but she obviously had to fall out. And then couldn't get Joe Pyfer, couldn't get Sean Brady. Really weird. Don't know what's going on. Hopefully they get those guys booked soon, and hopefully we see some fights. But outside of that, I'm sure we'll be relatively entertained. But I would say that by far, on paper, this is the weakest pay-per-view or numbered event, or whatever you want to call it, this year for sure. But excited to still talk about it because, the pound-for-pound number one fighter in the world is fighting on it, so it's always a good time.
I think too. Pfeiffer wanted main or co-main or nothing, some bullshit like that, which is just nuts.
He may not have gotten co-main, but he could have gotten the featured bout. But obviously, that's not what he wants.
Right? But, yeah. Start out even the open, the prelim would have been hype. But
yeah. I think he's getting a little bit too big for his britches, but,
Go figure.
It is what it is. He thinks he's God's gift to MMA, but unfortunately, one of these days, he will be humbled. I'm gonna say it. He's going to be humbled, and it's going to be pretty great to watch.
He already kind of has been, hasn't he?
Well, he got humbled by Hermanson, but since then, he's just kind of been
ghosting. Well, I remember
his fight against Izzy was impressive.
He cheated on his wife or girlfriend or whatever, and then I don't know
what found God.
Yeah, whatever, man.
We're burning a little bit of time.
He's
everybody, get everybody in here.
Or Matt, whatever.
Oh, that's not right.
I don't know what to call him.
Who's that?
What to call him these days on here.
Who is that? Ooh.
Hold on.
Squared.
Hold on.
Hold on. He's getting it fixed.
You're dead naming yourself.
Dude.
There he is.
Holy shit, let me fix
here. I'll rename you real quick.
All right. I was gonna put the
thing mine.
Your handle?
Yeah, like mine. Yeah.
Yeah. Holy
it's Huey MMA, right? Second. No symbols.
Say what?
Huey MMA, no symbols.
Right. At the last second, I realized how ill prepared I was for this. That's perfect. Okay. Holy shit, man! I did not have this set up at all. It was kind of throughout the day, I was thinking all right, I got to get a chair in, I got to get a table, the stand. Then it was game time, and I was like, I don't have the chair in there, I don't have the table, I don't have the stand. And as I'm trying to set shit up, I'm realizing damn, I need this. Nothing. I apologize.
Hey,
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just.
It'll be better next time.
Hell yeah. Elvis not in the live chat, which also, if you're gonna be Elvis, if you're watching, put it in the live chat. But in the group chat said leave Piper alone, and I said no, we're cooking his ass. So anyway, hell, I guess we fucking. Cool. Well, yeah. Hey, I just finished up how I felt. Matt, how you feeling about the card, man?
I'm feeling. You know, I wish I could be optimistic about this, but it's hard to be. I'm just gonna have to fall back on that old reliable Dana. You know, it's the what's that bullshit he says? It's the cards that don't look good on paper that end up being great.
Oh, lately he just says, "Shut the fuck up and watch the fights." That's what he says now.
You see, he said if Islam wins, he said like he beats Anderson Silva's record for title defenses, and
or not title defenses.
No, but he said title defenses is what he said.
Oh, because he's so disconnected.
He's fucking he's just wrong.
Yeah, he's so disconnected from the sport.
Yeah. It's
but
also
one of those
where you just have to fall back on that hope and a dream that it just kind of ends up surprising you. You know, it's up there with some of the bad pay-per-views or numbered events that I can think of, or like 279 comes to mind.
Is that the one with Hamzat and Kevin Holland?
Hamzat versus Diaz, which its saving grace was the way it fell apart at the last second.
Yeah,
and became like a better card.
I'm about to say that was a pretty hype card. It ended up being anyways.
Yeah, so like we just kind of got to hope for that. We got to hope that it's just like shit turns out to be like a bunch of really good fights. It's crazy to think that it's a double champ fight because we don't get those often, and usually when you do, you get a lot of discourse around it. Not getting a whole lot of that in this card. We're barely getting discourse for one of the greatest fighters of all time versus potentially one of his toughest challenges in Ian Gary. And I mean, just the way she rolls, I guess.
Where do you do you think this is his toughest challenge? I mean, I think that Charles is definitely like when he fought Charles, where Charles was at.
Yeah,
it's tough, but
it's tough to say. I mean, we'll get into this more later, but I see Ian giving him challenges, more challenges than. I mean, obviously, as of yet, Volk, the first Volk fight was absolutely his most challenging fight, not counting him getting knocked out that one time.
Yeah.
So there's that, but as far as leading into a fight, yeah, Charles is up there. I don't know. Y'all might completely disagree with me. I just see Ian giving him some like tough tasks. You know, not to say he won't win, but I just see him like really like giving him some challenges he's going to have to like work through.
Well,
yeah. Well, I was going to say,
that being said, we can jump right into it. Yep.
Somebody said Dana. I just wanted to say this real quick. I'm trying to pay attention to the chat too. Elvis wanted us to know that Dana is turning into Campbell McLaren.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Well, getting into the card, we got the first fight, or I guess not the first fight. The first fight we're going to talk about, the main event, Islam Makhachev versus Ian Machado Gary. I don't know, man. I've thought about this fight a lot in the last couple weeks, and I want to believe so bad that it's going to be reminiscent of Volk 1, or at the very least like Dustin Poirier, somebody that gave him an arm's length of a challenge. I don't know, man. I just don't see it. I'm so sick of it. Like, I'm so tired. Every time we get a good division, a Dagestani, just to put it plainly, has to come in and fucking ruin it. Khabib loomed prime lightweight. And now you got Islam with one of the best welterweights divisions, if not the best that we've seen. Just with how many good people are at the top. And it would be so fun to sit and watch them all fight for the belt over and over again without Islam there. All we're seeing right now is people just crush the division, and then the they fight Islam and they look like they've never defended a takedown or never gotten up before in their lives. So I hope I'm wrong, man. I really truly do. I see this being another boring display um, of crotch sniffing, if you will. Hate it. Hope I'm wrong, but I just don't see it. I think we have this conversation and stoking the coals and are talking about how disappointed we were, unfortunately. But we'll see. Hopefully, I'm wrong. Like I said, I don't want to be a pessimist. That's just I'm tired of hoping and thinking different things will happen when it comes to Islam and who he fights. Obviously, it has happened a few times, and I'm probably hanging on to a little bit of recency bias. But at this point, until I see it, I'm not going to believe it. Knuckles, what do you think? Oh,
yeah, man.
Ian Gary by very dominant decision, if not submission, by the way.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. Sorry.
I was like, wait,
Islam.
what? I was like,
Islam.
I thought you were joking. I was like, damn, he had some good delivery on that. I really thought he meant that.
You should have just left it. You should have just left it.
I should have.
You should have just left. Like, fuck. I'd have been like, what? Ian's fucking Dagestani now. Yeah, man. Hey, there you go. I mean, I like how I like where your head's at, kind of with Islam winning. Real quick though, mixed martial artist asked, "Who do you guys personally want to win?" Islam for me. Islam personally. I don't mind Islam. And I honestly, this isn't the fight. I think this fight's very curious. I'm very curious about this fight, but
I want Ian Gary to win. So
I want to see I want to see him versus Morales more.
Which is just fucking makes me feel dirty to say that. It makes me feel so gross to say that.
I kind of want to see Ian Gary win and then just somebody else wipe him out.
Spark him. That would be awesome. That'd be the ideal situation.
I just like, man, I don't know. Like, I have this thing. I'm not like I don't like Khabib. I've made it apparent. Like, I never really cared for his title run. I don't think he's the greatest lightweight of all time. I think Islam is. I don't think he's even, like, people have him as like top 5 fighters ever. He's not even top 15. Islam's higher on the GOAT list than Khabib is. But there is something special about what is happening outside of, like, he's had kind of the 16 fight run that he started with Anderson Silva is not even remotely close to what Anderson Silva did, because Anderson Silva's title, like his 16 fight run, started with Chris Lieben, who he was supposed to lose to, and then he just beat every fucking person he ever fought. It was all title fights from then on. If it wasn't a title fight, then it was some fuck off 205 fight that he still just dominated, like Forrest Griffin and Stephan Bonner and that James Irvin. But anyway, I want Islam to win because Legacy's cool. I just think Legacy's a cool thing, and he has a moment to do something special in modern MMA that's not done very often, because I don't know how many fighters in modern MMA can go 17-0. Ilya, I thought, was the closest person to maybe, like, he could do something special, and then Justin Gaethje just threw the wrench.
I don't know. But the undefeated thing, I don't know. I mean, I get what you're saying, but, like, some of the best champions in the world, or like in UFC history, have just dropped a couple at the beginning of their career where they probably didn't know what they were doing yet. Like, right. I don't know. As far as, like, I think we've seen similar championship runs in the last.
Well, I mean, as I say, Islam isn't undefeated, but I mean, just 17 or 16 fights in a row is fucking crazy. I mean, it's tough. Like, it's hard to do. Like, we don't see what the next closest in modern history was. Probably Kamaru, I would say, was the closest. He had like 14 or 15 or something like that, maybe.
Something like that.
But it's just tough, man. It's very hard. And I don't know, like, I also like Islam's personality better than Habib's too. Like, he's actually kind of funny. He's better than Hamzat, just shouting and yelling and saying he's going to kill everybody and then losing to Sean Strickland and being a crybaby about it. I think in this situation, though, anyway, let me get to breaking down the fight, I guess is what I'm saying, is that in this fight, man, I think there is a lot of nuances that Ian Gary can bring. The range, the distance management, the size is obviously apparent. Their first initial face-off, like, Islam looked like he wasn't that much shorter. And then the second face-off, he did look like there was a sizable difference. Now, I don't know if it's Ian wearing, shoes that are giving him a little bit of height, or Islam, not wearing shoes that are giving him height in the second match, in the second face-off. Anyway, regardless, I don't think that's really going to mean too much, because Islam is just that camp. Habib, and even Javier Mendez from AKA helping Islam. I mean, he's just became the best fighter on earth. I think it doesn't matter too much outside of like maybe if he fights Michael Morales. That's really interesting because Michael walks around at like 220, and that's fucking just crazy. But Ian Gary is not really like the biggest when it comes to weight wise. When it comes to welterweight, and I think that's like people are talking about the length playing a difference. Really, he needs that weight. Like he needs on fight night, he needs to be heavy. Not on weigh-in night, but on fight night, he needs to be heavy because it'll give him leverage. And I know he's really good at leveraging in the clinch. We've seen him in that meme where he's fucking posting his ass is like side, like his hips sideways or whatever, and everybody's laughing at him because he looks a certain way. Or Ian is what I'm talking about. And that's where Islam has a lot of successes in clinch grappling and getting him to the ground. He chains from there. But you've got to remember, he trains with the greatest double leg and single leg takedown artist probably ever. I mean, maybe outside of Hamzat, ever to fight in the octagon, and that's Habib. So people act like he doesn't know how to single leg. He doesn't know how to double leg. He doesn't know how to ankle pick. Ask Dustin Poirier about ankle picks. What does that get you? It gets you in a fucking Darce choke. So what happens? But you know, that being said, like I don't think it matters. I think he's gonna get the takedowns no matter what. I think Ian will give him. I think Ian will win a round or two, maybe. I'd say a round early until Islam feels it out. But also, like I know, Max, where you said the thing about Islam being boring. I think that was him, like, because we came off the JDM fight. That card was atrocious because we came off of Valentina doing a lay and pray, and then we got him doing a lay and pray. It was terrible. He even said, and a lot of people even said it, and kind of like thought the same thing. He was feeling it out. And he even said after the fight, he goes, if I'd known that my gas tank would feel like that at 170, I would have went harder. And he said that he wants to take more risks. He wants to try to finish the fight. And I think in this situation, as people are going off of the Shavkat fight. Like, oh my God, like Ian was like doing really good against Shavkat. Shavkat is an amazing fighter, really good fighter, great fighter, actually. But he's not fucking Islam Makhachev. Like, I'm just going to say, Islam is one of the greatest fighters that's ever graced the earth. Like, and I'm not trying to glaze. He's just that fucking good because when we thought, there's been multiple times we thought he was going to lose. I've rewatched the Volk fight, the first one. I thought he comfortably won 3-2. Some people have it 4-1 for him. I don't. I think he comfortably won 3-2. Even though that was a tough test, and that's against probably the second greatest modern fighter today. But anyway, I just outside of like point fighting, there's not a path for Ian Gary. Point fighting is where it's at, and that's how he'll win. If Ian Gary wins, it's point fighting. He's not going to knock him out. He doesn't have the power to do it. He knocked out D-Rod, but we've seen that D-Rod doesn't have the best chin. Islam's chin is pretty solid. I mean, Dustin cracked him a few times, but if he's not being put out by Dustin, then he's not going to be put out by Ian Gary, in my opinion, unless Ian catches him with a sly head kick. That being said, I think that Ian does have a questionable chin. I mean, in my mind, I've seen him get hurt. I saw him get hurt live by Prochess in the 5th round. He faded too. Ian Gary talks about his cardio and how great it is. He faded in the 5th round against Prochess. Prochess didn't fade. The cigarette smoking guy. Islam at 170, dude, his gas tank was solid at 155, and it was not good. Like he even said his gas tank wasn't good, but it was still solid enough to do what he did. I think he goes out here. I think he blows up Ian Gary, man. Not knocks him out, but I think he's going to go out here and prove a point and try to secure a legacy, and really show out. And I think Ian's got tools to point fight, but I don't think Islam's going to allow him to point fight. I think he's going to get him down, whether it be against the clinch. Also, he's got a smaller center of gravity, so he's like really going to be able to work Ian from the clinch. Ian thinks that he can do that fucking angled butt meme shit that he did where his ass was hanging out or whatever, looking questionable. little bit suspect. It's just not gonna, dude. I don't care. It's Islam Makhachev. Ian Gary is great. He's one of the greatest fighters in the division. I do think that maybe one day he might be champion. This is not the time right now. I think that Islam is going to probably lose the first round because he's going to be feeling the distance, and Ian's going to kind of be able to gauge the distance. And then the second round, he's going to turn it on, get him to the ground, whether it be a single leg, double leg, ankle pick, working from the clinch trips, or judo. We got to remember he's a sambo guy. Judo, and sambo, hip tosses are there. It happens. And when you have that small center of gravity versus a guy that's significantly taller than you, it's going to be there. So give me Islam. And yes, 4-ounce sniper when he was showing off his back arch is what I was talking about, Ian Garrett. But give me Islam. I'm going to say third or fourth round sub. I really do. I think he's going to get the finish because I think he has a point to prove because everybody, he even said that he's kind of tired of people saying that his fight against JDM was boring. So I think he's got the point to prove. Anyway, sorry, I went a little long-winded because I know the rest of the card we're not going to say shit. So I knew I could talk a little long on this one. Anyway, Square, go ahead, buddy. What do you think on that one, man?
Man, I think that Ian Gary Ian Gary's gonna make
Aaron Geary.
I think Aaron Geary is he's gonna show out. No, I think that Ian Gary is gonna make fools out of you on Saturday, and I don't like saying that. Well, honestly, I'm a little indifferent about saying that. To answer 4-ounce's question earlier about who I want to win, I don't want either of these guys to win. I kind of like Islam in a weird way, but I don't like the implications of Islam and just really any Dagestani as a champion. It just doesn't. Even if someone is a good fighter, if a Dagestani is a good fighter, a Chechen is a good fighter, and they become champion, even if they're like pretty entertaining, what follows with that is not good because there's nepotism in the UFC. There's like, hey, my teammate. There's the Chonkos and whatnot. Which Chonko is probably not a great example. He's kind of fun, but they slip their whole team in, and with that becomes a bunch of just not good, not viewable fights. So I don't like Dagestanis as champions. So I'm not rooting for Islam because of that. Even though I like him, I think he's got a fun personality. He's funny when he's not trying to be, and he's a good and for the most part, his last showing was abysmal, but for the most part, entertaining fighter. At least
my counter.
Probably, I'd say from like 2022 to 2024.
Here's my counter. The only time, and this is just my opinion, but the only time he's entertaining is when the other fighter makes it entertaining.
That's
and
true.
Just comes out like a bat out of hell. That's the only time he's ever been entertaining.
That's true.
Other than Renato Moicano on like
get finishes on a shitty fighter, but
yeah.
But like the stuff that you want to watch that comes when someone challenges him. And then I mean Ian Gary. How the fuck can anyone be an Ian Gary fan? That dude is got the worst. You know what Ian Gary is? He's the guy that you sat next to on your first day of classes in college, and you just struck up a conversation with him, and you're like, "Hey, this guy might be cool. Let me see what he's up to this weekend. Let's hang out. Let's go, hit the nearest bar with our fake IDs, shit like that." And then you quickly found out, oh, this guy fucking sucks. Oh my god, I hate this guy. I want to duct tape his mouth to an exhaust pipe. I hate this fucking kid so much. And then you never talk to him again. You block him on Snapchat. Fucking sucks. That's the guy that Ian Gary is. You quickly find out this guy is abysmal. I don't want to hear a word out of his mouth. Every time he opens his mouth, it's a tragedy. It's a disaster. And I don't want to see him win. I don't want to see Islam win. I guess I'm kind of lean towards wanting to see Islam win. All that to say, let me get to my pick, which I've already gotten to. But we've never seen Islam play the distance game. Never. He's think about the people he's fought. Dustin, a close range boxer. Moicano, close range striking, grappling. Charles, close range, Muay Thai, grappling. we've never seen him. We've never seen him versus a Ian Gary, an MVP Adesanya style kind of play the range game, and I think
the only
it became a little bit more obvious during the face off, the most recent face off, and I think it's going to become more obvious in the octagon that height be damned, I think that Ian's just going to have the reach. I think he's just going to have the length in general on him, and I think he's going to play a game that's going to be really hard for Islam to get past. Not to say Islam's not capable of getting past it. Islam is a great fighter. He's one of the greatest, arguably the greatest active. He is the greatest active fighter, arguably one of the greatest. But I stylistically, I think that this is kind of like a nightmare for him, to be honest. I think it is. Wouldn't mind being wrong for previous stated reasons, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think that Ian's going to go out there. Let's also not forget this has been the year of upsets. Let's not let that.
That's
slide.
what I'm worried. Like, I think it stops here, dude. I think it stops here. I think the buck it hits the wall.
It might. The buck might stop here. The buck might very.
I'm tired of having faith on somebody beating Islam. I'm tired of it. Hopefully, it happens one day.
Someone could have said the same thing about. Someone could have said the same thing about Hamzat up until May. Someone could have said the same thing about
but dude, Islam.
My thing is the thing with
Hamzat was a little different. I mean, he got worked by Gilbert Burns.
It wasn't that. It's just
I don't think anyone was tired of seeing Ilya win.
Yeah,
necessarily.
With Hamzat, it was. We all knew that style couldn't last because he just went like a bat out of hell, and at some point in time, it hits a wall. Like you can't do. But Ilya is the one where I was like, okay, I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, so
yeah. I honestly, I just, like I said, not crazy confident in this pick. I'm not telling y'all to set this in stone, but I just kind of see that being the case. I kind of see, and I think it's not going to be a good fight because of that. I think that Ian's going to play distance, going to play it safe.
Point fight,
probably have to defend a couple takedowns. Honestly, I think if Islam does win, it's going to be like a Marab versus Aldo type of fight, just pinning him up against the fence a lot. I think we're gonna see about that. Islam's got some good trips, so maybe he can get him on his back. But
that's the thing is that like when Shavkat got Ian on the ground a couple times, he didn't. Now those were open range takedowns, like out in the open canvas, which is like we said, Islam doesn't set up his takedowns like that really. He did hold him down for like there's like 15 minutes of the fight total, like 15 minutes total of like control time. And if Shavkat's holding like that, that's why I'm like,
I don't know. I don't know if you can say, well, if Shavkat does it, then what is Islam going to do? Because Shavkat, I'm not to say that their grappling skill is equal. I was going
to say, please don't say Shavkat's
it's better. It's not, but their size and strength has a major difference, and I think that could potentially be like an equalizer in that sense, to where maybe you go, I mean. Maybe it's more so, well, if he survives Shavkat, then maybe he can survive a smaller, not quite as strong Islam. Maybe. I don't know. These are thoughts. These are not my answers. These are just my thoughts.
Right.
But I'm saying Ian by probably a less than exciting decision.
Right. Sniper just said, don't underestimate Islam striking. It's awkwardly decent. I agree. That's kind of what it gets him to work the show. And he said it's not like Aljo's, but more effective. So like Aljo used that effective, like weird range striking. And then he said, I can see Islam staying on the feet for some time. TBH, I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't because
Aljamain's striking is like that kid in school that gets bullied and then his dad tells him to punch back one day. Yeah.
Aljo's he extends himself just way too much. That's the problem. Like Islam doesn't. That's the thing. Of, like Islam keeps his shit pretty like tight. That sounds bad. Anyway, pause. But he keeps like his guard tight, for the most part. And he's like, I think the thing that about Islam striking that's really underrated is obviously ask Volkanovski is his kicks. His kicks are like very solid. I could also, depending on, I mean, Javier Mendez, dude, one of the best coaches in the game, and I know he's been working with him for this camp because he works out at AKA when he's not in Dagestan. We can see some leg kicks, man. like Ian Gary keeps that long bladed stance, start chopping the shit out of that lead leg, and I promise you're gonna have success. That's what I've said for a long time about Gary. Those fighters who have to distance management and fight very defensively, like, okay, they're not the same defensive fighters, but they are both very good defensive fighters. Sean Strickland and Ian Gary. Sean Strickland, outside of the DDP fights, when he has people chopping his legs, is when he starts kind of like not doing so good. Jared Cannonier, who didn't beat him in my opinion. I think he won that fight. Was chopping legs the whole time. Just chop the fucking legs. Like honestly, this could be the fight. Just Islam could do what Jared Cannonier did to Sean Strickland because Ian is a defensive striker, not in the same way, but as a defensive striker based fighter. Chop those legs. Chop those legs a lot. And that'll lead to takedowns. You weaken somebody's base, boom, there you go. And I know Ian will stance switch a lot. Just hit him every single time he stance switches, because I've noticed when fighters stance switch, their brain is resetting their stance when they stance switch. And I've seen fighters take advantage of this. Hit him with a leg kick right as they stance switch, right as it happens, because like they can't register. It's weird. I've seen it so many times with different fighters, where they get chopped with a leg kick on the stance switch, and they're like, "What the fuck?" Like they can't, their brain can't. Like they get. I see it anyway. So yeah, sorry. I'm just.
You know what?
I got a lot to say
for Ian. what sucks for Ian is if this was like a close fight, you'd think like, hey, Philly, come on, Philly. You know, like a traditionally Irish rooted city, stereotypically speaking. You know, they got that. They got a good Irish demographic. You think that would kind of be the trend. But man, dude, I think that Ian Gary represents like everything your blanket term like Irish American hates. like,
and the thing like Ireland
like,
doesn't claim him. Ireland doesn't claim him. I guess they don't like him.
I don't think Ireland likes him, which is funny because, personal opinion, if we have any Irish viewers, I apologize, but I think y'all are. I'll hold my tongue. I've got some thoughts about the modern state of the Irish people. You bog Irish bastards.
Max, they're asking for you to speak. Somebody in the comments said you need to talk too.
Hey, Max, shut the fuck up. One comment.
I think it's PK. I think that's PK is where the wild things are not. I think that's PK. I can't remember.
No, that is PK. That's PK.
Yeah. I don't know. I've said what I had to say about this fight. You just weren't here.
Yeah, Max thinks it's going to be boring as fuck. He thinks it's going to be terrible. I'm glad we all have like varying opinions, though.
I both think it's going to be boring. Where this is a like entertaining fight.
What?
I don't see a world where this is an entertaining fight.
It's just not going to be.
I think it's
no matter who wins. There's no way these two guys go and like slug it out and like have competitive grappling sequences.
I don't think Islam is stupid. I'd love to eat my words on this, stupid. I think Islam.
I don't think the overall fight's going to be fun, but I think the ending sequence is going to. I think Islam's going to set some shit up that's going to be.
I think that Islam could sub him, but like the entirety of the fight before that is gonna just suck to watch.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of dude. There's gonna be.
It will probably land just like a brute force, like head and arm triangle, and we're just
what he did to Dustin and what he did to Charles. Well, Charles he knocked down, but like what he did to them, he fucking forced the sub. He just like he got in there.
But yeah, and again, those are entertaining fights because of the other fighters, not because of him. In my opinion.
That's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. The odds on that one. Islam is a minus 345 favorite to Ian Gary's plus 275.
I think that line is a little wide, maybe.
I don't think so. I think if anything it's shallow, but I don't know. It's probably right where it needs to be completely honest. I'm just being a little facetious there.
I mean, 16 fight winning streak. Yeah, that gets you places.
Next up, we've got Mackenzie Dern versus Jillian Robertson. I don't think
I don't want to talk about this fucking card now. We got through the main event. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's I don't know. We're here. We are. Mackenzie Dern is fighting Jillian Robertson. And I mean, that's about all you need to know. Honestly, it's
Woo!
kind of just one of those that's like, yeah. I mean, I'm a big fan of Dern's looks, so that'll be a fun portion of the fight. But what I think she yeah, she didn't. She has not defended yet. She beat Verna Jandaroba for the vacant belt, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this will be her first defense. She's coming off of a win against obviously Verna, Amanda Hebos before that, Lupi Godinez before that.
Can I ask a question? Has women's MMA ever been more in the pits? I know there have been times we had the Rose versus Carla 2 fight, but
are we talking
other
women's
shit going
MMA
on
overall?
back then. I feel like right now women's MMA is so bad and so atrocious that it's not even worth talking about. And that's why maybe it doesn't feel like it's at its worst, but it's just like it really is. Like it's just not. There's nothing in women's MMA right now that excites me. We had Amanda Nunes coming back to fight Kayla Harrison. That fight got canceled. You've got nobody asking, hey, when are we going to get that back on the cards? When's that one getting rebooked? No one gives a shit. Women's MMA is in a horrible state right now.
I think it's. I will say I will give you this though. Fatima Klein, we got some promise.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we love Fatima. We love Aaron Blanchfield. We love a handful of women.
125.
I'm not talking about the fighters exactly. I'm just talking about like the state of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say 125. 125 is still like, dude. I think any of them.
That's another one. Weili versus Shevchenko was such a horrible fight. Oh my lord.
Right, but I mean, dude, this year I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so when it comes to the state of where it's like, I think it's women's bantamweight and women's strawweight. They're kind of in the pits. I think women's flyweight is still highly entertaining. Like, can be highly entertaining because we got Manon Fiorot, we got Aaron Blanchfield, we've got Shevchenko, we've got Macy Barber whenever she decides to come back, Alexa Grasso.
You can see the potential for everything to trend in a much better direction for sure. But I'm just talking about like this very state of women's MMA and like
right now,
how exciting it is right now. It's just not up there.
Yeah.
Right now, yeah. I think it's tough. I think it's tough.
Yeah,
give us some time. Give us some time.
But yeah, Jillian Robertson's coming into this fight against Mackenzie Dern off of a win against Amanda Lemos. Before that, she beat Marina Rodriguez, Luana Pinheiro. That's a great showing, to Matt's point, where we are with women's MMA. You're getting a title shot off of a wins to Amanda Lemos, Marina Rodriguez, and Luana Pinheiro. That being said, I don't really think Jillian Robertson is gonna put on much performance here. To be honest, Mackenzie Dern is always one of those fighters. It depends on which one shows up. She looked like a world killer when she fought Angela Hill. But she's also looked kind of bad at times. I mean, she looked pretty good against Verna Jandaroba, I thought, and Verna Jandaroba is not a bad fighter whatsoever.
Her striking looked better. I was like surprised by that.
Yeah,
I was surprised.
I think Jillian Robertson, and let's just be honest, her only chance against most fighters is her ground game, and she just can't do that to Mackenzie. And Mackenzie, I think, very well has the ability to stop takedowns from her, and I think she has the ability to piece her up on the feet, just like she did Angela Hill. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen. I think Mackenzie Dern wins in pretty dominant fashion, to be honest. I don't mind Jillian Robertson.
She subs her?
I don't know that I can I don't know that I can see in my brain Jillian Robertson getting subbed. Like, I don't know if I can see that. She's think maybe
once. She's been subbed once.
I think call me crazy. I think volume TKO. I think it's going to look like.
Whoa. Oh, Max.
Listen.
Don't say TKO and Mackenzie. Trust me. If you look at her striking numbers, please, for the love of God.
I'm not betting on it.
I'm just saying though, like in the general pick, like look at her striking numbers. It's not.
I know, but look, I think it's going to look like it did against Angela Hill. That's what I'm saying. And she was piecing Angela Hill up. So
What is with Angela Hill just like fucking out? Like sometimes she looks great, sometimes she looks ass. It's so weird.
She looked horrible.
Right.
I mean, she's like a striker, and she made Mackenzie Dern look like a fucking Taekwondo black belt.
Right.
But yeah, no, I think Mackenzie Dern's going to dominate here. Probably win a decision, but potentially a volume. Just literally like not even power shots whatsoever. I think she just could touch her enough times to just.
Yeah, it's like that dude on Contender Series last night that had that RNC, but just started doing this a lot.
Yes, dude.
Yeah,
I had that guy buy KO on a bet, and I was like, please, please.
Yeah, was that against that was against that Malumba or whatever?
Yeah, he's the dude that he had his second time on the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, give me Mackenzie Dern by dominant performance.
Okay.
In winning method, either TKO just by literal, I don't know, death of 1,000 cuts. Death of the 1,000 pillow shots. Or dominant decision. What do you think next?
Oh man, God, I'm actually like, I know a lot of people don't care about this fight. I actually am really intrigued because I think it's a pretty close to. I know the odds don't reflect it, but to me, it's like a flip coin fight, man. Like it's flip of coin. Oh shit, there's fucking Matt. Anyway, also, I just want to say because I've been trying to pay attention to the chat too. So anybody in the chat, don't feel like you're left out. I'm gonna get to you guys as soon as I can. So yeah, definitely chime in with chats and whatnot because we like talking about them. Anyway, Sniper earlier said that he actually felt the opposite about WMM or women's MMA right now. It's been very entertaining this year. There's a difference, I think, between what Matt was saying and being entertaining. It's in the pits because there's not a lot to talk about, and like the hierarchy of the divisions are at a like standstill.
Thank you, Knuckles.
The fights that have happened, the fights that have happened have been great. Yeah, like we had that
fight the other night, Gigi Canuto and
sick,
other girl. That was awesome.
And Sniper or Fu said as well. Fu said as well that he said put some respect on Canuto. Exactly. I mean, Fatima Klein, look at what she did.
That's what I'm saying about. You can see it starting to trend in the right direction, but as far as like caring about the state of MMA or state of women's MMA, it's a waiting game at this point. It's a waiting game. All right, let me wait till Fatima Klein's up in like the title challenger era of her career. Yeah. Let me wait till all that happens. But as far as like just giving a shit about women's MMA, it's just not in its best position right now.
Okay, speaking of Fatima Klein, I got to pose a question to both you guys, and in the chat, let me know what you guys think as well.
Who would have thought we'd be spending a good amount of time talking about Fatima tonight?
Here you go.
She's
right
awesome.
Now. Fatima Klein, does she beat both of these women? I think she does, pretty fairly easily. I think she does.
Head kick KO. Hashtag UFC Nashville on hashtag UFC ESPN on hashtag August. When was that? July 12th, 2025.
Whatever. Just after seeing what she did to Tabitha Ricci, who has beat one of these women, I think she fucking dog walks the division. I think the only person that gives her trouble right now.
Did she beat her though? Am I misremembering, or was that one of her classic?
No, Ricci won. Ricci won like 30-27. Yeah.
All right. I just remember
like Jillian just the problem in that
fight, bad decisions.
So I watched that fight because I like the boys are gonna meme this. Fu's gonna meme this. I did a ton of tape study. The fucking meme.
Ton of tape study.
Ton of tape study. No, I just actually did watch like a lot of Jillian Robertson fights and Mackenzie Dern fights because I was like trying to get a read on this fight because at first I was like, I was convinced Jillian would fucking dog walk her, but I didn't.
Tabitha beat her 29-28 on 2 of the 3.
29-28. So if you look at MMA decisions, though, Ricci, I think like a lot of people gave Ricci like 3 rounds of 0 or like 3-0. But anyway, just Fu like the ton of tape study thing. Anyway, I don't know. Like she just didn't. You know how if you guys have seen Jillian fights, there'll be fights where she like is fucking a monster, just goes after like subs. like punches, elbows, all that. And then there's other fights where she just doesn't do shit. And the Ricci fight was where she didn't do like
she just
shit.
doesn't show up, like literally just doesn't show
exactly.
up.
And so, you know, I mean, the Limoges fight was another one where like I thought she wasn't going to show up, and then she just kind of did enough.
Why do I get the vibe that Dean Thomas like coddles her? But anytime I hear him talk, about
absolutely,
her, it sounds like he sounds like a dad talking about like, you know, when a dad's got all boys and he's got like one daughter and he's just like, oh, the precious one that doesn't give me a headache every day. That's how he talks about. That's how he talks about Gillian, and I get the vibe that he just like coddles her almost.
Out of all his fighters, she's the one. Like, yeah, for sure. Like, I think he talks about her all the time, on air, off air, and it's like she's his child essentially. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like if he just told her to go out there and fucking get it, like she could be a lot better. Because I think she has the most subs in women's MMA history. She's I think she's damn good. Also, to answer your question, Fu, you asked who would win between Dern and Ronda. Ronda would win. Like right now, Ronda would win because she outweighs her by like fucking 40 or 50 pounds. And Mackenzie, they're like the same fighter, except for one's judo, one's Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Neither one of them can like realistically strike good, actually. Mackenzie surprised me with her striking against Verna. I'm not going to say it was good, but she surprised me. I would hope like
it's consistently gotten better.
Well, when Jason Perillo's your coach, I hope you can like your striking gets kind of better, you know?
Yeah. I mean, she tore up Angela Hill. I know I keep saying that, but
right. But again, we're talking about Angela Hill, who's fucking her last few fights. Just, I mean, honestly, like most of her fights. But anyway,
what's her record now? Like 16-18 or something?
I gotta be something like that. She's got that Mark Hunt type record. Her and Mark Hunt are like the same dude.
She's 19-16.
Jesus
Christ, that sucks.
And the bad thing is like the
14-16 in the UFC.
Jesus Christ, that sucks.
The bad thing is,
how do you maintain a career in the UFC?
The bad thing about
that analyst
30 fights and a losing record.
The bad thing though about that is, I'm gonna be honest, like 16 of those. So of those 16 losses,
bunch of splits.
I don't want to hear about the fucking split decisions.
But also,
no, like legitimately, like 10 or 11, like she should have won a good portion.
That's her fucking fault,
if it gets to the point where you're constantly losing
her fault.
decisions,
yeah,
that's like
there's
part
a pattern.
of like your performance at that point.
Yeah,
like learn how to not
separate yourself. I hate, dude. I used to get in this argument with. I'm not even gonna say his name because I don't want drama, but a certain someone that used to be in our group chats, and he just swore like, "Oh, she just gets this shit into the stick." I was like, "No, separate yourself in fights more." Like she always barely like she'll do just enough in a round to like maybe win, and that's not good enough, obviously, because you're losing.
And if you're the kind of fighter that's just going to barely win, you might as well lose because you're not going to make it far if you're just barely winning every fight. So
I'm just gonna. There's a meme there. As soon as I mentioned Angela Hill split decision, you both fucking were like, "Oh!" Like,
well, I knew you were going with it, and it's a more passionate topic from.
Dude, you guys were both like talking. It was great. That's why I was smiling the whole time because you guys were both so fucking heated. You were like, "Don't start with that." Anyway, that means I haven't even started breaking down the fight. I'll probably I don't know. This has been a really good discussion. I'll say because there's not much else to talk about on the card. But anyway, honestly, man, like I don't know, like what I want to say real quick on Mackenzie Dern. I'll try to get through this pretty quickly. Mackenzie Dern has a 14%, I think roughly 14 to 16, somewhere in there, takedown rate, which is dog ass shit, dog doo-doo, poop ass. She's a jiu-jitsu player. Jiu-jitsu is not real. Everybody knows that. No, I'm just kidding.
I've got a Naga silver medal that would like to disagree with you. Okay?
I'm just joking. Also, I can attest that jiu-jitsu is real because I tried to grapple with Squared and he easily was just like, no.
Who?
Or so, no, with Matt. Fuck, I gotta change.
I used to like have to catch myself when I called you fucking Matt on the podcast. Now it's gonna be
now it's gonna be me calling him fucking squared.
It was all part of my plan. Now I'm going back to squared once y'all get used to that.
But Matt, I tried to grapple with Matt. He proved that jiu-jitsu in fact does work. But the thing is that she's a really good jiu-jitsu player, but when it comes to wrestling, she's not very good, obviously. And her takedown defense is 37%, which is not great against somebody, Jillian Robertson, who is a pretty excellent wrestler. I don't know what her takedown percentage is, but when Dern's takedown rate, her defense is 14%, I don't think it matters. That being said, I think that Dern, I think the problem is I think Dern is going to be pretty content with just settling into bottom position in this fight because she's going to try to like work for subs and stuff. Oh, squared. God damn it, Matt. Is going to try. She's going to try to work like different positions. Also, Max, to tell you why I'm not the biggest fan of the Dern pick by TKO is because she had top mount on Verna like for a long time. I think it was like 4 minutes, something crazy.
I think Verna's a lot better than Jillian.
But she threw from top mount. No, my point. From top mount, she threw 0 strikes. 0 strikes. She had full mount, 0 strikes. She was fishing for arms the entire time. She's not like her IQ, and I think it's Jason Perillo fighters. There's something about Jason Perillo, like, I think before they go into the fight, he tells them, be as dumb as you fucking possibly can be. Like, do not fight. Don't throw strikes. Between her and Cheeto. I think
he just got the shit into the stick there. But I mean.
Exactly, Matt. But I think, I just think that Jillian's more active. They both have a negative striking differential, which is like to think that a champion has a negative striking differential is just that's fucking sad.
One thing I'll say too, I think a lot that goes into her shitty takedown defense is because I think like part of her fucking likes to get taken down, so she is in bottom because she thinks she can get.
She gives them up. Like if you watch, I watched. I
don't think she wants to expend the energy to, defend it.
Because when you're a multiple time like ADCC or whatever the fuck she was champion and like as good as she is, you're okay with bottom because you can find submissions, but I think the thing is like a good wrestler like Jillian makes it hard to find those positions for submissions. It's like Charles against Islam, he had to kind of settle into striking because you can't fucking like, it's tough. Like it's really hard against, I'm not saying Jillian's Islam Makhachev.
I don't think her takedown percentage is also only like 40%.
Yeah, true. But again,
I don't think she's not that good of a wrestler.
Mackenzie's takedown defense is 14%.
I understand
my point is her like, if you look at her stats, I don't think they reflect how good she is now, Jillian, because the flip switched when she moved from 125 to 115. I think she has looked a lot better outside of the Tabato Ricci fight. She's looked significantly better since moving to straw weight, and I think her activity, like her violence. I mean, like we saw her fucking elbow somebody in the cooch or butthole. I don't know where it hit. I don't know where that landed, but it was somewhere around there. Sorry, YouTube, don't censor that. But hit it.
Don't censor butthole.
That's right. But it hit somewhere in a orifice.
It's gotta be worse. That's gotta be worse.
But anyway, my point is, I think that Jillian's a lot more violent, a lot more now is a lot more violent. And I'm gonna go Jillian Robertson. I think Mackenzie's pretty tough, so I'm gonna go Mackenzie. I'm gonna go Jillian by close decision. Jillian Robertson. Squared, what do you think, man? Or Matt, what do you think, man?
Yeah, I agree. I'm not gonna cook on this fight for very long, nor any of the other fucking fights on this card. I think Jillian has just been more impressive in her last couple fights, whereas, and kind of as y'all had alluded to, like she goes out there. Sometimes you get a little bit of a mixed bag, but you can say the exact same about Dern. She has gone out there and then just gotten like embarrassed, and then she's gone out there and looked good, and somehow she's kind of just like And I don't think this is like this is a hot take at all. This is a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's a very circumstantial title reign. It's a very circumstantial title reign. This happened due to circumstances.
Yeah, you said
not
doo-doo.
so much. Say what?
You said doo-doo.
He called the shit poop.
Yeah,
shout out Billy
fucking
Madison.
doo-doo ass card. But this happened strictly from circumstances. This was not Mackenzie Dern like fucking ripping through the division and becoming champion. This was just like, oh, you hit all sevens on this one, baby. Congrats. I don't think I'm not trying to like really shit on her because I think she is a good fighter, but I just don't think she's that great. And I think there's a very good chance she goes in there and it's another one of those nights where she goes in and just embarrasses herself. And that's kind of the feeling I get. Whereas Robertson has looked just a little bit more solid, just a bit more solid over the last however long. And I just kind of am falling on the pattern here, I guess, that she continues her pattern where Dern continues her pattern of wishy-washy.
Fair take.
That's all I got to say about that. And that's all I got to say about that.
That's all I got to say about that.
Well, the odds on that one, we've got Mackenzie Dern is a minus 218 favorite to Jillian Robertson's plus 180.
She was 250 earlier this week. Ooh, money's coming in on Jillian. Ooh.
Ooh boy.
I don't know why I did that. Ooh.
That's pretty sus. Not gonna lie. Anyways, we got next Jalen Turner versus next up, we've got Jalen Turner versus something Fernandez. Cowie. Okay, cool.
Cowie Bunga.
Cowie Fernandez. Yeah. Jalen Turner obviously is back from retirement. He's had one fight since he was back, or two, right? Two, maybe. Yeah, two.
One or two, actually.
He fought Renato Moicano. I think then after that he said, "Oh, I'm done." Then he came back, fought Ignacio Bahamondes, lost, and then beat Edson Barboza.
No, there's the Bahamondes. There's the Bahamondes fight he retired after. Yeah, for was it? What, 3 months or some shit?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, then he came back and beat Edson Barboza. They've got him fighting Cowie Fernandez. Cowie is 3-1 in the UFC. Me and Knuckles were kind of chatting about this fight earlier. I think the 3-1 looks more impressive than it is personally. His loss in his debut was to Mark. I always say that Jacasey. His loss to Mark Jacasey, which in 2003 is not a good loss. He's beaten Muhammad Yahya Guram Kutateladze. I had to find it. And then Harry Hardwick, who are all either winless or negative records in the UFC. So I do not have much faith in Jalen Turner, I'll be honest. Which he did look good against Edson Barboza, but it's also, Edson Barboza in
40-year-old Edson Barboza,
yeah. That was probably, if anything, that was a tune-up fight. So, good for him. It was probably kind of like a test to just see where his head was at as far as coming out of retirement, see if he was committed. And he did look good. He came in, made weight, pretty sure.
Yeah, he did.
He, did what he was supposed to do, which, that was a good, I would argue a good first test for him coming back, from the 2 KO losses that he suffered. Man, if he would not have tried to walk off Renato Moicano, we might not. We may be talking about a guy who never retired in the first place. That being said, like I said, I don't have a ton of confidence in him just yet. I still like Jalen Turner. He's entertaining. Say what you will about him. Win or lose, he's usually pretty fun to watch fight. The guy he's fighting, I think, is a little overweight just because of his inflated UFC record. I think Jalen Turner. I think he scores a knockout, maybe in the third round. If it goes to decision, I worry about him because he's also one of those fighters that has fallen to some close decisions that I thought he won. So, yeah, give me Jalen Turner by third round TKO. I think he still has the power. It's more of just does he want it? That's where I'm going with it. Knuckles, what do you think?
Yeah, man, I don't have a lot to say about this. I think initially, like I talked to you guys about maybe Cowie winning the fight, only because like my big thing was leg kicks. Like he tore up Harry Hardwick's legs, but like also I think Cowie is a top 30, 35 fighter maybe like in the 55 division, and that's pretty good because it's a super deep division. Jalen Turner, I still think to this day, even now, like I know things have been weird lately. I still think he's like a top 15 level, like close to the top 15 level.
Yeah.
He's like what 29, 20, 30?
31.
31, 31. Okay, 31.
I think he just turned 31 though.
Yeah, so still fairly like not young, but he's like that. He's at the peak of his powers right now. I do think that Cowie's going to land a lot of leg kicks. Somebody said that Jalen doesn't check his leg kicks the best, but also I've looked at even like Sherdog and all that. He doesn't have anything that like really leads me to believe that this is going to be the end for him with the leg kicks. I think he has a lot more power than Cowie Fernandez, and I think he is just a. I don't think his IQ is very good. I will give him that. I don't think that's Max knows that that's been my like big thing about Jalen Turner is that he's not very smart in the octagon. But I think that I have faith that he's going to get it done. I would say probably TKO for sure. I don't think this goes the distance either way, whether it be Cowie finding something or Jalen finding something. And in my opinion, I've got Jalen probably wearing him out. I'm going to say like a second round knockout for Mr. Turner. Second round knockout TKO. He's just going to use the length to really do it, and maybe throw in some of those elbows he likes to use every once in a while. And that's my take on it. But
yeah, I don't disagree with anything there.
Yep, I know. Matt is. Oh, there's Matt. There we go. So Matt, you got anything?
Dickhead's blown my phone up. Sorry.
Oh, you're all good, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, give me Turner. I don't have much. I'm not even gonna like try to like cook on this fight. I think y'all did enough of that. I'm gonna put it on simmer if anything. I just think that Turner wins the fight. I like. Let's be honest. The dude kind of his size is a cheat code. It's is it? I don't think he's used the cheat code very well. He has, but he just like, come on, how are you gonna be that fucking big at lightweight? And
I can't believe he can still move his weight.
Yeah, I thought he should have moved up to 170 some time ago.
But yeah, just give me Turner. I'm not going to cook on it. Oh, tarantula.
There you
go.
I'm not going to cook on it. Honestly, maybe skip me for the rest of the fights. I'm not going to cook on any of these.
Jalen Turner is a minus 148 favorite to Coway's plus 124 dog. I don't hate that line at all. Next up, we've got Manzir Abdulmalik versus Dustin Stoltzfus. Man, what a main card what a main card fight for a numbered card that is. I mean, what a banger. Yeah.
Careful, you're talking about MTSU's finest over there. Better watch your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in the UFC still somehow.
Didn't he like knock the fuck out of? Am I tripping? He knocked the fuck out of
Marc-Andre Barrios.
Yeah, holy shit! I think that bought him some time, like crazy.
Yeah, well, he's lost 2 in a row.
His fucking old power bar somehow is still finding a way to
If you told me that that Stoltz has 0 other wins in the UFC outside of Mark, I'd believe you. I'd have to. I can only think of him losing.
He lost 3 in a row to start. Beat Dwight Grant. Lost to Abus Magomedov, beat Punahele, lost to Hulk, beat Marc-Andre, lost to Nursultan Ruzaboyev, and then lost to Kelvin Gastelum.
Kind of surprised he beat fucking Puna, but
Puna's fought in a year.
Puna's a 170er though. Like that's
yeah.
fair.
He also got his UFC career shot off of. I thought I turned the fucking okay. That's Twitter notification. Sorry, off of a Van Pantoja type of conundrum.
Yeah,
but far less consequential because it was just the Contender Series. But crazy to think that he's beat Pfeiffer.
Yeah,
the broken arm thing. Yeah.
Well,
I like how Pfeiffer is like climbing the rankings and like pretty damn close to like a title shot, and still wants that fight back. He's like, I think he'd rather get Stoltz than like a title.
Fucking knocked it. That's what they should have done on this card instead of fucking Mansoor fighting him. It should have just been Pfeiffer. Fuck it.
It's gonna be the same result either way.
Yeah. Mansoor Abdul Malik. He most recently lost to Yusri Balgari. I think he will get back to his ways here. I don't see a world where he loses this. It's just not going to happen. He's going to spark him. I don't, if anybody else has anything to say about that one, go for
it. Knuckles thinks that submission is a potential.
Yeah, I mean, sub would be the only situation because I think he might go for wrestling and just like bop, 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 bop.
His last win.
To which I said, I was like, if there's anything he's not going to do to Stoltz, it's that. But I don't think that there's anything he can't do to Stoltz. He really can have his.
But I'm gonna go club and sub maybe, but that'd be about it.
Yeah, I mean, his last one was guillotine, so
I'm gonna say all club.
Straight Sean Gore style.
He's just gonna lay it down on him.
Cool. Yeah. Yep. Biggest betting favorite on the entire card, I believe Menzer is. Oh no, he's not. Sorry. He is minus 675 to Stoltz Foots is plus 490. Yeah. Can't be mad at that, I don't believe. And then next up after that one, or I guess before that one, opening up the main card, we have Edson Barboza versus Esteban Ribovic. Whoever is sanctioning these fights should be put in a jail cell.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah. Rebo most recently lost to Gamrot, triangle choke. Before that, his losses in the UFC were to Loic Razabov, and Nasrat Haqparast. He's had some knockout wins. He knocked out Terrence McKinney pretty violently, if I remember correctly.
That was a nice one too. Yeah, it was like a head kick, I think.
Yeah. Other than that, that's his only knockout win in the UFC, but he's gonna have 2 come Saturday night.
Yep.
They're just putting the corpse of they're holding the corpse of Edson Barboza over the fire. This is the kind of shit you just don't like to see. Same with Luque. Yeah. But give me Rebo however the fuck he wants.
Yeah, I think Ribovic volume TKO, man. I think there's not much else to say. Like, I really like Edson, and like I wish he could find a way. His chin is so cooked, really. Like you said, it's like a Luque situation where, maybe it would be really sick. This is supposedly his retirement fight, so maybe he does come out like hard as fuck, guns blazing. And I really like.
That's just almost never how it works, though.
No. Like
the Robbie Lawler situation very rarely happens.
Right. It's going to be closer.
It's way more Darren Elkins than Robbie Lawler.
This is going to be like a Darren Elkins thing.
Darren Elkins, Dustin Poirier.
Yeah. It's going to be. I think that Esteban probably puts him out. I'd say by the second round because he's not like the biggest heavy hitter. He's just a volume guy. Like he's just going to fucking start putting it on him. So yeah, I would say that Esteban Ribovic by second round TKO. Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Odds on that one, Rebo is minus 650 to Edson's plus 470.
You forgot to ask Matt.
Oh, that's my opinion, I guess.
You said not to ask you anymore. I just.
I was lightly joking, kind of serious, but
no, I just forgot.
Well, I was just gonna say, I mean, yeah, Esteban to reiterate, y'all, Esteban does whatever he wants. He's going to finish him. Edson has been done for a while. This is the guy that got dropped by, and not to diss Bryce Mitchell's hands. I think Bryce Mitchell's got sneaky hands, but Edson, as a predominant striker, getting dropped by Bryce Mitchell in 2022.
Yeah.
Let's not act like things have gotten better. So yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? He's gonna finish him. He's gonna knock him out.
Agreed. All right. Yeah. Sorry. The Rebo is minus 650 to Edson Barboza's plus 470, and that, folks, is the main card of this phenomenally stacked masterpiece that they have put together for us this Saturday night.
Absolute cinema.
We'll do the quick picks, I guess.
Yeah. And just to say real quick, these cards do end up usually being fun fights. I just think that main card is kind of there's some sacrificial lambs for sure. Even on the whole card, really.
Yeah. I agree.
All right. Well, let's do these quick picks.
All right. Okay, we're gonna do quick picks. Anybody that's still in here, I know that there's probably not a lot watching, but also guys comment, let us know what your guys' picks are. But we'll do quick picks real quick. Obviously, in the main event, me and Max picked Makhachev over Gary, and Matt picked Gary for the upset. Max picked Dern. Me and Matt picked Robertson. We all three picked Turner. We all three picked Mansour Abdul Malik, and we all three picked Rebovich. So now we're going to go into the undercard and start at the top with Chidi versus Joel Alvarez. Max.
I go last, remember, because the odds.
Right, yeah. Matt.
Alvarez, submission.
All right, I'm going to go Alvarez. I'll go with you. I'll say submission. Max?
Sorry, I'm trying to plug my laptop charger in, but I'm going Yoel Alvarez submission, and the odds on that one are Yoel Alvarez is minus 305 to Chidi's plus 245.
All right. Charles Johnson versus Chapolin. Matt, what do you think?
Charles, I guess.
I'm going to go Charles. I think, this is the type of matchup he wins. Young debutant. I'm going to give it to Charles. Max?
Charles kind of got that C-Rod thing to him. But
absolutely.
He gets it in early. He gets it in. He's got the Ray J complex that I hit it first. So when they go off to do their own thing and kind of flourish in their careers, he can be like, I got him, though.
He's like, that meme? That meme that literally made Poatan come to the UFC where Izzy said,
I beat that guy one time.
Charles Johnson has that for like every fucking champion, right? Like at this point, all not all the champions, but all the like really good fighters in the division. I feel like something. There's a couple of them at least. Max, what's your pick, brother?
I think those days for Charles Johnson are over. He's 30, almost 36 in flyweight. Yeah, he's almost 36. In those lower divisions, that starts to matter a whole lot more. I know I fucking die on that horse, but it's true. Give me young Chapolin.
Heard it phrased that way. I die on that horse.
Well,
I like it. It honestly makes more sense than I die on that hill.
That
makes sense too.
We're gonna start that. I die on that horse. I like that. I don't know why I like it. Hell yeah, Max. Hell yeah.
Apparently, yeah. So, sorry, I'm trying to fucking find the odds. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go Eduardo Chapolin, by knockout. He's got 7 KO wins. Fuck it. And apparently he's got a long ass name. His name is not even Chapolin. It's like Eduardo Henrique da Silva dos Santos. But I guess Chapolin is some
Brazilian
nickname. Dog. Yeah, Chapolin's probably some nickname. But anyways, yeah, give me the Eduardo dude. The odds on that are Charles Johnson minus 122 to Henriquez plus 102.
Hell yeah. Okay. Deontay Johnson versus Eric McConaughey.
I mean, who the fuck are those guys?
Oh, I've seen them both fight. They're both interesting. Matt, who do you got on that one?
Wait, who versus McConaughey again? Remind me who he's fighting.
Dante Johnson. Yeah, I remember this guy. He made his
Cody
Brundage.
Yeah, he had a split with Cody, which is
guillotined Cedric. Guillotined Cedric, dumbass.
He's okay. I'm not gonna obviously we're just supposed to do quick picks. I want to say this real quick. Dante Johnson is retarded green. That's how green he is. He's not fought a lot and just started recently. But
also, I'll do it just really quick. Sorry to cut you off, Matt. You just said you picked Dante Johnson, or you picked against Dante Johnson because he had a split with Cody Brundage. So did Eric McConaughey. So
yeah.
All right, this give me a draw. Give me dead ass. I'm gonna make that my pick. Give me a draw. Give me.
Okay, I'm gonna go Dante. I'm gonna go Dante Johnson. I'm gonna go. No, actually, you know what? Fuck it. He's got a terrible gas tank. I think he's a minus crazy favorite. You'll say it in a minute, but I gotta make a quick pick. Fuck. You know what? Fuck it. Give me Eric McConaughey by TKO late. I think. Yeah. Max, what do you think?
I'm gonna go Dante just because I don't know. Probably because he's undefeated, and that's all I really have to go on. And Eric McConaughey's 2-2 in the UFC, which his losses really are not bad, to be completely honest. But he's lost to by Sanger Susurkayev and Nursultan Ruzaboyev.
I don't think he looked terrible against either of them, if I remember right. He didn't look great.
So far, he is safe if your name does not end in an Ev. Fuck it. I'll go Eric McConaughey. Fuck it.
What's the odds?
Dante Johnson is minus 290. Eric McConaughey is plus 235.
That's not that insane.
I don't know if it's insane.
I think it is because, Dante Johnson's undefeated, but if anybody's watched him fight, he's not. I don't know. He's not very good. Anyway,
yeah.
He gasses bad too. Fight. Oh yeah. Whoop. Quick pick. My turn. Luque versus Vicente Luque versus Tresean Gore. Matt.
Tresean. Easy.
I'm gonna go Trey.
Yeah.
Trey friend of the show. We got to get him.
Yeah. We do.
Max?
Friend of the show. If there was a bet for win by murder, I would bet it. Tresean Gore is minus 115 to Vicente Luque is minus 105, which is kind of nuts to me, but
it's only because of the Kelvin Gastelum win. That's the only
reason.
Which is
just a stupid reason.
Gastelum is still better. I think Gastelum beats Tresean right now. I know that's crazy, but it's just matchups. Matchups make fights.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, if you put anybody with power in front of Luque, it's over with.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, my turn. I'm losing my fucking. I forget. I'm what was the odds that you said? Minus 105. Okay. We have Tobias versus Fernandez. I legitimately actually never even looked at this fight, so I don't know who either one of them are. I don't think.
I'll tell you real quick. Lucas Fernando is 13-3 as a pro. He was 8-1 in the LFA, fought on Contender Series and lost. That was back in 2023. He lost to Cesar Almeida. He fought Azamat Bakoyev in LFA, lost that one. Since then, he has won 4 in a row in LFA with 2 knockouts to get to the UFC. Rafael Tobias is 14-2 as a pro. He is 0-1 in the UFC, 0-1 in the LFA, 1-0 in Contenders. He lost to Nergozi in his UFC debut. He lost to Nergozi in his UFC debut.
The fucking guy that.
Yeah.
And then for that reason,
series he won by rear naked choke.
Okay, Matt, who do you think is going to win?
I don't know. I zoned out for the last 2 minutes. Give me Tobias because I like Arrested Development.
Give me Fernando because he lost to the dude because Tobias lost to the guy that touches his eye, and I don't think he's very good. So.
Oh shit! Yeah. I changed my pick.
Yeah, give me Fernando. Okay, so we're both Fernando squared.
Yep.
Or Matt. God damn it, Matt.
You are stuck on squared.
I I'm gonna do like
Clockwork
Orange, where his eyes are wide open. And it's just me staring at a screen that says Matt. The whole fucking Matt.
Just stare at a screen that says circle, and you'll get square out of your head. Lucas Fernando, give me him. He's minus 298 to Tobias is plus 240.
Damn. Okay. Neil Magny versus Ramiz Brahimaj. Matt.
Not Neil Magny. That's my pick.
Neil Magny is my pick. Max.
Dude, he beats his kid, dude. What the fuck? He beats his child.
Whoa! And they had the audacity to put him on the same card as fucking Ian Gary.
I did find that kind of weird.
I just don't. I don't rate Brahimaj very highly personally, so I'm gonna go Magny. Max.
How old?
Yeah, give me. He's 39. He just turned 39 like 10 days ago. Give me Brahimaj. Neil Magny's been subbed 7 times in his career, and that's like the only way that Brahimaj has ever won a fight. Neil Magny he's
got fucking 12 subs. It's great. Like
and like literally one knockout, I think.
Yeah, 12.
0 decision wins. He's never won a decision.
It's fucking wild. 12 subs is good.
God, 12 subs, 1 knockout, 0 decisions.
Magny.
Give me Brahimaj. Neil Magny's a plus 120 dog to Brahimaj's minus 142 favorite.
Damn, I figured that he'd be a bigger dog. I just looked at the sub odds for Magny because I thought maybe he could wear him out and fucking catch him, but he's a plus 600 on sub. Or no, Magny is a plus 600 on sub.
Brahimaj is got 6 losses in his career and 0 by sub. I don't think he's getting subbed. I think that's his whole game is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So I think you'd be insane. You are.
Just wait. Anyway,
so put him in a ward. They need to illegalize gambling in Missouri again.
I'm done, dude. I literally, it's going to be a $2 bet. I'm going to win, I think, $80-something off this bet that I'm making.
Why? You'll just lose $2, so that's okay.
Hey, if it's going to, it's going to DraftKings. I was going to say in the state of Missouri, all their stuff goes to schools and stuff, but it's going to DraftKings. So,
oh God,
not a sponsor of the show. Anyway, the very first fight on the card, the last fight on our quick picks. These have been the longest quick picks ever.
$2 will win you $14, by the way.
No. I'm sorry. My parlay. It's Magny by sub, Magny by sub, and Mansour Abdul Malik by sub. The Mag and the Man sub. The Mag and the Man sub. Sub parlay. But anyway, the last quick pick of the card. Jeremiah Wells taking on Muktabak Orobai. Max will tell you the odds in a minute. But Muktabak Orobai is is the biggest favorite on the card by like quite a large margin. Matt, what is your pick on that fight?
Orobai.
I'm going Orobai by.
He's gonna win it for the Y.
I'm gonna do Orobai by sub.
Yeah, Orobai. Yeah, easily. He is the biggest betting favorite on the entire card at minus 1,100 to Jeremiah Wells is plus 700.
My question is why. I know why they put Jeremiah Wells on the card. He's a Pennsylvania native. Great. Woo, great. And also, Jeremiah Wells, low-key, kind of underrated, pretty solid fighter. But Orobai should be fighting somebody ranked or, like, right outside of the rankings. Why are we doing this? Because Orobai, let me think, at 170, he beat Uros Medic, but Uros Medic is, like, ascending the rankings. Why is Orobai not? I know that was at 155, but like, why is Orobai not getting the same treatment? Fuck you, UFC. Get my boy. He's been alive for like a million years. He deserves his chance now. Like, give him his chance, bro. But anyway, yeah, Muktabek, dude. I love that guy. He's gonna school him. But Jeremiah Wells also. Shout out RJ Clifford, not RJ Clifford. Billy Ward made me kind of If you guys watch him, he's part of the Action Network. Shout out Billy Ward. He made me realize
is the Action Network.
MMA. Dude, you guys don't realize how many MMA podcasts I listen to. It's like it's ridiculous. I listen to too many.
I gave up on trying to find a good one because I only had Helwani, but it's like 4-hour episode.
Anik and Florian, solid. Bisping's podcast is okay. MMA fighting.
I feel like the good one. A lot of the good ones though, you just find clips of them. You know.
You
could maybe say that about every single podcast. But
you like. I don't know. I mean, Matt, I know you drive for a living or like you drive around the places, but you don't usually have somebody with you.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have anybody with me, so it's just straight like all I do is listen to podcasts. So it's like 8 hours a day of just listening to the podcast. So it's Boys in the Back, Errol Hawani, Anakin Florian, Bisping's podcast is. I'm starting to kind of get off the train on that shit. Morning Combat, I don't like Luke Thomas, but sometimes they actually have good takes on fights. That's what I'm looking for is good takes on fights. It's just I have to listen through all of the bullshit.
I think now that I've said it, I think just where I'm at with because I'm thinking about it like when I'm at work, I'm usually listening to music. Honestly, I think where I'm at with podcasts in general is like if something good comes out of a podcast, if there's like something I need to see, somebody says something, I'm gonna see it on Twitter. I'm gonna see a clip of it on Twitter.
On like me,
I'm at with podcasts these days.
Yeah,
that comes and goes. I've done that before, and then I find myself not listening to music at all and listening to podcasts all day. So
I just like listening to like the banter. I think is what it is. Like for like my favorite right now, my favorite MMA podcast outside of like he shills a little bit is the Anakin Florian podcast. Outside of like when Anik is a little bit of a shill, his banter with Ray Longo. It's only like a 15-minute segment. It's fucking golden because they just he shits on Ray the entire time, and Ray's so old and like out of it that he's just like, oh yeah, oh I know what you. I almost sound British. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Anik. Then I just sounded.
I don't think that was it either. That was a little Canadian.
That was Baltimore. Yeah, or Philadelphia. Yeah, over there. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Anyway, fucking Ray Longo though. Shout out Ray Longo. That guy's got a genius mind for MMA. So does also Kenny Florian, dude. Kenny Florian, underrated. Still pissed at the UFC. Kicked them off. Like not kicked him off. They just didn't bring him back and didn't re-sign him for a contract in the booth, which was the weirdest thing. I think he's better than Bisping. I think he's better than Cruz. I think he's better than DC. Kind of weird they let him go. Wish they'd bring him back, but he's like a PFL guy now. So anyway, I'm getting long-winded here. Sorry, I'm just
trying. You know what else Ray Longo has that's really great? Nice set of tits.
Does have a
I crack up every time. Every time I see that dude on the octagon wearing the compression shirt, or it's not a compression shirt, but it's like a dry fit, whatever the fuck Venom makes. And
damn, dude. Yeah, dude.
The honkers on that fellow.
Speaking of like, I'll finish. I know we got to finish up here in a minute, but speaking of like compression shirt, it makes me think about this because we don't see him in MMA anymore because he doesn't really like do MMA coaching as much. Is John Danaher wearing a rash guard 24/7
autistic as shit. Went to
a funeral, right? Wasn't it? Or a wedding? Was it a wedding or a funeral? Gordon Ramsay, or not Gordon Ramsay. Gordon
Ryan's dad's funeral in a fucking
and a rash guard, bro.
Rash guard. God, that's insanely autistic. That is like that's beyond like filming trains and shit. That is the most autistic thing ever.
It is. Like, do we see now why GSP was so great? Because think about it. He had Faraz Sahabi, who is just Canadian as Canadian can be, and also like Indian as Indian can be, or whatever he is, Indian or Paki or whatever. Hey, there's nothing against those people, by the way. Nothing against those people. Anyway, and then you have Faraz Sahabi, Greg Jackson, probably one of the greatest coaches of all time out of Albuquerque. And then you have John Danaher in his corner. That's that's an insane corner. That photo, dude, of them, and then there was another dude on the side. I don't remember his name. I guess he's also a really good coach too. But I was like, I understand why GSP was like probably the GOAT, because if he's not the GOAT, he's second best. But anyway, going long winded. But anyway, that's the quick picks, and me and Matt having a little bit of banter. So
yeah, what's we got the parlay. That's it, right?
Oh, parlay, yeah. Who do I do the parlay? I don't remember.
Anyway, I've got it. I think I've got it built on my app. So
yeah, you have.
Yeah, I do. All right, cool. The bench burner parlay, we went with I believe Knuckles' pick was Mictech Oral by submission.
Yep.
That is
plus 200, plus 200,
yep.
200, right?
Yep. Trayshawn Gore was my pick to win by KO, TKO, DQ, or submission. So pretty much Trayshawn by finish. I believe that was plus 150. And then we had Squared, who picked Joel Alvarez by submission at plus.
Who?
Joel Alvarez.
I saw that one coming from a mile away too. I was so ready.
Not who he picked. Not who he picked, but who picked that? What was his name?
Oh, Matthew. Sorry, Matt.
Matthew. Oh, what was his government name? All right.
Well, that's what his name is on Twitter.
Okay, fair. Huey. We got to start calling him Huey.
Matt went with Joel Alvarez by submission, which is plus 180. The total odds on this parlay are plus 2,000 even. $10 wins you 210. Pretty good value there for what we have, I believe. Yeah,
it's a hard card to make a good parlay out of.
Dude, there was not like I was gonna start giving like some. I'm trying to like, and if anybody has any advice, I'm trying to do like maybe a betting segment. I want us to do something for anybody that's watching. If you guys have any advice for us to do something that's a little different, a little more flair to our podcast, maybe, or like we can develop something. But I was gonna also like give some of my possible picks. This is a donation pick, so don't bet this. Do not. But if you want to, I have I said it earlier, the Man and the Magni sub parlay, plus 600. I believe for the total, it is Magni and Mansour Abdul Malik to win by sub. When you $10 would win you 600, or not 600. Let me. I have it built. Let me see what unless the odds have changed. Let me see what it was. Oh, sorry, plus 4,800. That's not bad. So $10 would win you $490 according to this. So the Man and the Magni sub parlay. Or if you, hell, think about it. If you threw $1 on it, $49, not bad, not a bad value on that. If you have the money to donate to DraftKings, because it's going to be a donation bet.
You have $1.
Yeah,
for $1.
$1 to donate. It's not going to win.
You could send that dollar to Wikipedia and keep them alive instead.
Dude, they've been asking for $1 for like since I was literally in 5th grade. They're fucking doing fine. I'm never donating.
Man, I get on Wikipedia and I go, somebody get these beggars out of here.
These beggars out of here. Get these beggars out of here.
Jokes.
Anyway, but yeah, I think that's about it. We've been going long, but did not think we were going to go long on this card.
We're not going that long.
Oh, bro, I did talk about the main event for like fucking like 30. My breakdown was me just talking about how good Islam Makhachev was and how Ian Gary has nothing for him. Even though, well, I didn't say nothing, but like I glazed Islam for like fucking 20 minutes. But it's true, he's good. Oh shit, some odds just changed.
Huh?
Oh, sorry, I'm watching fucking live odds change on DraftKings right now.
We've been going an hour and a half. I mean, we're not,
I guess it just feels like I've been looking to see.
We also started a little late. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything else to cook on. I think we've covered pretty much everything.
What do we think? My question is, I was gonna start asking you guys, what is our prediction for fight of the night? What do you guys think? If there is a fight of the night, what do you think? There might not be one, but what do you think the best fight of the night will be?
Potentially be Jalen Turner Fernandez, or yeah, I mean maybe Joel Alvarez Chidi, or maybe Chapolin Charles Johnson. I think would be my pick.
I think Chidi's old, but like I think that like he's always pretty fun.
Yeah,
I think that could be.
I'll say Charles Johnson and Chapolin.
Yeah, I was about to say the Charlie Chaplin fight.
I like that, dude. There we go. There's another Charlie Chaplin. Hell yeah, I like that. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with that one too because Charles Johnson is always a fun fight. Okay, so prediction for if there is two performance bonuses, like for finish, if there is, well, there's gonna be at least I hope two finishes. Who's gonna get it?
Give me Trey for one, and
Okay.
then probably Menzer Abdul Malik.
You think being that big of a favorite, they'll give him the.
I mean, I don't really think they care about that.
So, well, yeah, true, because Ty Miller was like a fucking huge favorite over Billy Ray Golf and still got the.
I think it just spectacular finishes is what.
Right. Matt, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm a ride with Max's.
I think.
Oh my Jesus.
Oh my Jesus! I think the only one I agree with the Trayshawn one. I think the only one I would change is I think because I said Islam by sub. I think they'll give him that. Also, I think because the UFC is so biased as to giving title fights and like headliners fight of the night, it could be shit, but I could see him giving one of those two fight of the night. Unfortunately, it's I hate when they do that because it's just like I think about it all the time, and I actually discussed this on Twitter the other day or X the other day with Vampiric Legs. Shout out Vampiric Legs. I will give him a plug on the channel. That dude is dope as hell. He's got a YouTube channel and a X profile. Go check him out. Vampiric Legs. He's cool. That Holloway versus Gaethje got fight of the year. That the year that it did, it was definitely knockout of the year, like undoubtedly. But it wasn't even the best fight at UFC 300, and it got fight of the year. And I was like, you know, so they like those headliners or title fights to get like fight of the night. It's weird, anyway.
Yeah.
But I think I don't have anything else to say too much outside of like we can probably close her up. But
cool. Well, appreciate everybody for tuning in that did. We are aware that this card is not the most exciting, but it is a numbered card, so we're going to talk about it. And we haven't done an episode in a while. Sorry for the little hiatus. Had some moving going on, just been busy, and then that paired with just not very big name cards lately. So it's good to be back. It's good to have a conversation about some fights. Enjoyable conversation. We had some disagreements. So that's always the making of a better episode. Yeah, appreciate everybody tuning in. Hopefully we get a good card out of this weekend. And hopefully our next card that we're talking about doesn't have a women's fight as the co-main or main. No offense to them. But yeah, good talking to you, boys. Knuckles, what do you got?
hell yeah, man. Sorry I went a little long-winded tonight, everybody. Just trying to make conversation. Haven't done this in a while. I like talking about fights, so I guess the boys in the chat cooked me at some point in time because somebody said something. I guess anyway.
Oh, it was funny. It was funny.
I saw you looking at your screen and you were like going like this, like looking really intently. I was trying not to laugh at you.
No, yeah. So anyway, but yeah, I get a little long-winded and whatnot, but I just like talking about fights. Honestly, I need more people to talk about. I mean, I got these boys, but I can talk about fights 24/7. So this is my outlet. That's why I like doing it so much, and we appreciate you guys though in the comments when you guys can chime in about the fights, and definitely as I always say, chime in even after the fact and tell your friends, family, and loved ones, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you got. Tell them about the fights or tell them about the podcast, the live, whatever, and yeah, looking forward to it, to the watching the fights on Saturday, and let us know what you guys think and That's about all I got.
Oh yeah. Follow us on our socials. X is at bench_burner. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, everywhere else you're going to find us at Bench Burner Sports. Just type that in and we'll show up. I don't think there's anybody else named that, so we should show up. Yeah, as we've made abundantly clear at this point, not the most exciting fight. But that doesn't mean it won't be an exciting night of fights, that kind of vibe. I believe unless plans have changed, unless Max really did throw away our friendship bracelets, I think I'll be over at his house Saturday night.
Hell yeah.
We'll be watching it together, and hopefully these just kind of pay off. There should have, at the very least, be some like exciting finishes, I think. So that'll be fun. And yeah, let's get into it. Maybe it's hard to imagine us caring enough to do a stoking the coals episode after this, but maybe that's how it'll shake out. Maybe
I think if both headliners end up with new champions, we probably got to talk about it. But
yeah. Or maybe it just is one of those ones that just plays out in such a way it's like, man, we gotta let's get on it,
Yeah.
So just be on the lookout for that. I'll get our parlay graphic up either tonight or early tomorrow morning. I'll go ahead and make it. And oh yeah, thank y'all for watching. Love y'all.
Cool. Yep. Appreciate everybody tuning in. As always, hope you have blessed evenings.
Woo!